Greetings, gentlemen, ladies. Today we have a review, which is something new to the channel, but the book in question is 100 Pages, A Literary Experiment by Louis Cheeks. Louis Cheeks asked me to make this review, and to start off, I would like to mention that any biases associated with Louis have been thrown aside the second I touched the book. And if I ever do review videos in the future, you'll find my format very similar. With that said, I'll start by introducing the book and what the idea of the book is. Then I would slowly travel down the bullet points of my opinion and review of the book, then wrap up, conclude, and send you on your way. With that said, let's start with introducing the book. 100 Pages, A Literary Experiment is basically what it says. 100 pages, literary experiment. Go figure. With that, what Louis did is basically he put himself in front of a computer with energy drinks and God knows what, and he kept chugging those as he kept writing until he finished 100 pages. He took 2 breaks in between. Every 33 pages he would take a break, I think, something to that effect, and basically wrote whatever was on his mind, whether it be a political issue or a certain joke, or if he's just typing along to waste space, whatever it was, he put it and hoped for the best. And whatever came out, he submitted and released in ebook format, as you'll find a link in the description for you to view if you so like. Whenever I review something, I always look at 2 points. These are the most important. No matter what the content is, if it has these 2 points, it's good. So, point number 1, is it worth reading? And number 2, is it worth the price? I'll start with number 1 and go down the bullet points. So, whenever you read something like a book, like a textbook of any sorts, usually it is very boring, and as somebody who reads a lot of books, I experience that a lot, and I have to go through it to get the information I need. Whenever you read a novel, sometimes the writer isn't as engaging. Does that make sense? A lot of times it's very hard to keep up with the author, and this is especially the case for books that are of informative nature. Anything that has any real information in it is usually badly and poorly presented. Louis' work is not that. In fact, I found that Louis' work was very engaging and enjoyable. I saw it more as a conversation. I'm sitting down with Louis and having a conversation with him being the more vocal point, the more vocal person. As somebody who's a great listener, I am used to this setting, so maybe this affected my ability to absorb the book effectively, but it has certainly been a great experience, me reading that book. I found seeing the rambling, the changing of mental state as the book progressed. You can feel the wear and tear, you can feel where frustration started to show, you can feel when you can start seeing the emotions on certain words, especially when he's talking about certain issues that bothers him. You can see a lot of genuinity. Is that even okay, whatever it is. Integrity, honesty. Okay, let's go with honesty. You can see a lot of honesty in Louis' work. And it has clever jokes thrown here and there. It has a lot of rants, which I enjoy people ranting, and people enjoy rants in general. It has a very YouTube-y feel, as in it's somebody just talking. You know, he's sitting on a camera, he's talking, you're listening to him, and it's very relaxing. This is a great book for like sitting down after a long day's work, and you don't want to watch TV, you don't want to watch videos on YouTube, you want to read. And you pick up this book, you read, and Louis is very colorful in the way he describes his environment. You'll be educated in how the lifestyle of his neighborhood and his school and his college is just by reading the book. And it's very, very easy to read, very simple language, it's a conversation. And it really encourages you to do your... Oh, I thought about it myself. Maybe I'll do it at some point. What will my mental state be if I just keep writing nonstop for 100 pages? What would be yours? It's really interesting, and if anybody does it, like, send it my way, because I'll definitely read that too, because it is very interesting seeing those minds at work when they're thrown to flow in text form. And the book is surprisingly well written, considering. Like, the sentences were on point, it was cohesive, it was very well constructed for something of that stature. And there are artwork, there are drawings there, the drawings are wonderful. It's definitely worth a read. And I wish this can develop into something like a trope, like, I hope this is the next trend. No more throwing ice on your face and whatever. No. Everybody write 100 pages of what you really feel and see what happens. See how people respond. Let us review your deep thoughts and give you an analysis of what you are. It's interesting, and I'd love to see more of it in the future. Now, let's get to the second point. Is it worth the price? Now, the price on the website is $7, $6.99. Is it worth that price? Yes, simply put. If you have that $7 lying, it's worth that price. It's just for the agony that Louis put himself in alone, let alone the fact that it is an enjoyable read. Definitely, if you're bored one Sunday, or in a meeting room, like waiting until somebody opens the door, and you want somebody to keep you company, definitely try 100 pages of Literary Experiment by Louis Jakes. Thank you all for watching. If you have any comments, you know where to put them. If you have any suggestions, be sure to do that. Like, comment, subscribe, blah blah blah. And hopefully you'll see more of me soon. Good day, night, wherever. Well, I don't give a shit. Good night.